Here are the top 5 greatest Barcelona players of all time. At number 5 is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho became one of the best playmakers on earth during his time in Catalonia, leading Barca to their first Champions League trophy in 14 years in Paris and scooping a Ballon d'Or for good measure. He is still as adored now as he was back then. At number 4 is Johan Cruyff. Pundits, analysts, and football fans always talk about the dream team, the diamond midfield, and the Johan Cruyff's contribution to coaching so much that they sometimes forget just how much of a genius he was on the pitch. The flying back heel he scored to meet a cross against Atletico Madrid is perhaps the greatest goal you've never seen. He had vision, versatility, guile, passing ability, and the eye for something that no one had ever witnessed. He was quite simply one of a kind, and the marriage of football's greatest artist with a city of such culture was a match made in heaven. Were it not for his on-pitch exploits, the history of Barcelona would have looked different for now. Johan Cruyff changed football, and the Camp Nou was blessed to be his stage for so many of his most wonderful moments. Just 2 trophies in his playing days there don't do justice to quite what a force he was. At number 3 is Andres Iniesta. Iniesta has masterminded some of football's finest heists, but his fingerprints are rarely found at the same. The Spaniard first made himself known to European audience by coming on in the 2006 Champions League final and changing the game. His directness, dribbling, touch and movement has become legendary, with mentor Pep Guardiola assessing that his mastery of the relationship between space and time is second to none. At number 2 is Xavi Hernandez. Xavi might well be La Masia's proudest product, the complete midfielder in its considerably cultured image, a metronome of the game who was schooled in the Barcelona way from the age of 11 and stood on top of the world to represent the club. Giving the ball to Xavi was basically a cheat code. He would unlock any defense with a feint, a shoulder drop, and the most perfectly measured pass. His vision has become legendary, so much that the fact that he so rarely relinquished possession has almost become underrated. He always put the ball in a better place than the place he received it, so much that George Vardano once said that if football was a science, Xavi would have discovered the formula. There may never be a footballer with quite such a combination of intelligence, delicacy, and awareness. He is the very model of everything the club aspired to have. And finally, at number 1 spot is Lionel Messi. The numbers of his career must have to be seen for you to believe it. 672 goals in 778 appearances for Barcelona, 228 assists on top of that, 10 domestic titles, 4 Champions League, 7 Ballon d'Ors, 6 European golden shoes, and 8 hat-tricks in Europe. We often talk of Messi's achievements through pure numbers, and perhaps that's how he sees the game, crunching the angles as he glides through defenders, but it doesn't do justice to the magic that he's giving to Barcelona fans along the way. The last-minute Clasico goal in which he held his shirt at Camp Nou, putting Jerome Boateng on his backside, the Getafe goal, the move to false 9, the 2011 Champions League performance, the countless moments he did something that no one else could do. And that's just a few things about Messi. Having changed the game one shoulder drop at a time, he's not only Barcelona's greatest player ever, but he's the most talented person to ever lace up their football boots. He is indeed the greatest player of all time. And there it is, the top 5 greatest Barcelona players of all time. And there are some honorary mentions like Carles Puyol, Samuel Eto'o, and the rest of them. Please comment the players I missed in the comment section, and if you like my video, please hit the share button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel or follow my page at Modezi TV. Thank you so much for watching.